Okay, so it's Tuesday, and I'm headed to southern Indiana to buy some. Well, we need to pick up some stuff that Jessie needs very desperately, and these are commodities that help her cook her wonderful meals. And she's got some nephews that live in south of Indianapolis, and they go to Mexico about once every other month, or maybe twice a month. I don't remember. Anyway, don't like that? No? Yes?
Yeah, like Daddy, no.
No, Danny, no?
Say it's,
Too small?
trash.
Those are popular.
Say,
I like them. I like those. So, we've got to go get these certain food items. I don't know what we're picking up. She ordered a bunch of stuff from Mexico. Well, anyway, they go down to Mexico and pick all this stuff up and then bring it back to the States. And so I'm the driver today. Okay. Are you hot? I'm turning the air conditioning on. So we just passed Dayton, or not Dayton. Mac's not feeling well. He's kind of ornery. He's hungry. We're stopping at Chick-fil-A right up here, guys. We're having breakfast. Yeah, baby. So we got a big sale going on. It's called the Hoodwinked sale. So for some reason, I don't know what happened. Something fell through the cracks. Auto World kind of botched it on this one. Wasn't our fault. Not at all. I don't take any responsibility in this. I've done everything that I've promised I would do with Auto World. I have told them exactly my intent, and I have not negated anything that I have told them it would do. And so I think we're not going to go this way back because that traffic is, I wonder if they're going to be working on that the whole time. So we're having this Hoodwinked sale, and it's CP 8071, which we're not coming out with. And 60 people have placed orders. You have 2 weeks until you decide whether you want to cancel the order or reorder something else or ask for credit or whatever. We'll do anything you want to do. So look at the traffic. Oh my gosh. So look at the traffic. Oh my gosh. 75 is backed up. Oh my goodness. Oh, I don't want to be on that. Oh my gosh. Okay, so here's Chick-fil-A right here. We're going to get breakfast because we didn't have breakfast, and it's already 10 o'clock, and she has breakfast normally at 10. And then we have lunch at 2, so it's a whole new schedule for me. Boy, that you know what's so funny about her cooking is that, like, if I eat at 2 o'clock, I don't want to have dinner. Or if we have dinner, it's like at 9 o'clock. What? What'd you say? It's this exit. I think it's this exit. Okay, boy. Chick-fil-A. Jesse doesn't like chicken. Don't say that. Don't say that. She has a very beautiful voice, Jessie does. She could be an announcer. You know that? Like if you call on her phone and she goes, "Hello, my name is Jessie. How are you doing?" "I'm doing fine." She'd be a great translator, you know that? I don't think she'd want to do that. Okay. Now we're going to go to my favorite restaurant of all time. That is Chick-fil-A. We're going to have, I do like their breakfast. And I have, I don't understand why it froze. So, what was this? What did I want to say? I was going to say something. Dagnabbit. Oh, yeah. I said to myself, I'm not going to McDonald's ever again. I am done with McDonald's. Okay? I was tempted to go to McDonald's a couple days ago just for a burger. And I told we just went to Samby's in Bowling Green. We decided not to go. If I'm going to spend $25 at McDonald's nowadays, I might as well go to a regular diner and spend $30. I mean, you don't go to McDonald's to spend $30. You go to McDonald's to spend $5 or $10. And they have literally priced themselves right out of the market. Literally. Do you want to eat in or here? Maybe what? You want to go inside and eat? Okay. So she wants to go inside and eat. So this will be interesting. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to do a portable live stream. Of course, it's not like you guys have not experienced this before. You got him? Let me get him. Okay, so we've got a big, there's a huge thunderstorm coming across Indiana. There's supposed to be hail, 60-mile-an-hour winds. I mean, it's going to be terrible. Okay. So now I get to go to my favorite breakfast place. Their breakfast sandwiches are just great. They make McDonald's sandwiches look like pathetic pieces of garbage. I'm just telling you. I'm giving you my opinion about Chick-fil-A's breakfast sandwiches. And their nuggets, their little nugget things, are just absolutely awesome. I mean, it's something to just, absolutely you have to eat them. I mean, you can't get a better chicken sandwich than Chick-fil-A, and you can't get a better chicken breakfast than Chick-fil-A. How we doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm just wonderful, man. I'm going to have
breakfast.
Oh, yes.
Hold on just 1 second. Is that going to read yet? All right, now you can do that.
Carter?
Yeah, you're good.
Got it? Okay. What do you want?
Do you want breakfast or do you want
Breakfast. I'm going to take the
scrambled egg? You want
oh, wait a minute. What happened to
That's all breakfast right there.
I want the 7 but no cheese.
So, bacon or sausage?
Sausage.
So a sausage and egg muffin.
with extra butter but no cheese.
Did you want the
Hash browns and an orange juice with a cup of ice, please.
Sausage, no cheese.
A number 7?
Extra butter, hash brown, orange juice, and a cup of ice.
And then a number 7?
Breakfast or the grilled
No.
sandwich? That's
The grilled, the number 7, not over here.
Lunch or breakfast?
Breakfast, no. No, she wants number 7, lunch.
Okay.
And then, what does he want? What are you going to get him? So we're going to get the 5-count, kids 5-count nugget.
Okay, and then what did you want for a beverage?
What do you want to
Did you want
drink? Yeah,
cherry lemonade?
cherry lemonade.
Gotcha. And the kids 5-count.
And then the, Honest Kids apple juice.
So I have for you
Anything here?
a sausage and egg muffin, no cheese with extra butter.
Yes.
Hash brown orange juice with a cup of ice.
Yes.
And then a grilled club with fries and a cherry lemonade, a kid's 5-count with fries.
Yes.
And apple juice.
Yes.
Need any sauces? Chick-fil-A sauce, ketchup. Alright, Brian. Alright, $29.24. Get you your orange juice.
Okay, there, we got it ordered. Right, Mackie? Say right, hi, Mac. Say hi to everybody. There we go. Okay, orange juice.
We'll have that cherry lemonade out for you shortly.
Okay.
And then the receipt. Alright, enjoy.
All right,
Thank you.
now we're gonna. Okay, guys, we got this place all by ourselves. Hold on, I'll get it. Oh boy. So we're having a huge sale. And ready. So I don't have anything to hold this phone. So it's gonna fall over every time I set it down. So I don't know how to do this. That's not gonna work. I can't hold this the whole time. Oh my gosh. See? Right, Mac? Oh, buddy. Okay, so we gotta set this up correctly. There we go. Now that will hold. So we got a big sale going on, ProTinkerToys.com. ProTinkerToys.com. 20% off everything in the store. It's quite an amazing. It's their spring fling, you know what I'm saying? And great time to get into slot cars, race sets, 132nd. Just a great time. And we've got napkins here. We get napkins here. Mackie. And get a picture of Mac for everybody. Where you can see Mac and me. Everybody see Mac? Can you see you there, buddy? Huh? Can you say hi? Can you wave to him? So we're headed to Indianapolis. Yipe. We're heading south to Indianapolis. And we got to pick up a bunch of food. And what kind of food are we picking up? Do you know?
Cheese.
Cheese. We're picking up cheese.
Cheese. There's for tamales,
Tamales?
pero es solo las hojas. No sé cómo se dice.
Yes, translate.
What did it say?
Some words she knows, and some words we're working on that. It's just going to take time. You know what I'm saying? I hope you understand because I don't know what I'm saying. It's all Greek to me. Get it? Cheese, leaves, and sauce. Got it. Cheese, leaves, and sauce. So we got us on our live stream here. People are commenting. Frenzy, Arbuckle, LOL Arbuckle. So we're having a wonderful day today. We got a brand new customer. His name is Kevin, I think. Man, he's bought a ton of Scale Electric. And we're always getting one new customer a day, it seems like. What happened to your face? Mosquitoes? He's so cute. He's so cute. This guy is the cutest thing on earth. You know that? Right, Mac? Right, Mackie? Ahoy, everyone. Maybe from when we went to the trampoline. Oh, yeah. I hate that place. I do not like that place at all. No, it's just, you have all these kids sweating.
Yes.
Okay, they're on all these machines. Everybody's switching their own sweat. Okay.
Yes.
And you can't keep it clean because you'd have to wipe it down.
Yes.
It's crazy. Really? Matt. What's taking so long? Normally it doesn't take this long. Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. Here comes our wonderful Chick-fil-A meal. Just a wonderful meal.
There we go.
Glorious chicken sandwich. Got nuggets for Mackie. Oh no, these are my favorite little tater tots. Jesse's got some fries and a sandwich. Lord, bless this food to our body. Thank you for this wonderful day and safe trip. And we just thank you in Jesus' name. Amen. 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 Look at that, Mac. Look at this. Oh, it's so wonderful. Only at Chick-fil-A can you have a breakfast sandwich like this. Nice and fresh, nice prepared, beautifully made. And then you have these little tiny nuggets. Oh, makes my day. Wonderful. Now, I always get extra butter on my English muffin, and Brian might gain another 2 pounds on this road trip. He's like an elderly child. Oh my goodness, that's so good. I mean, it's like you coming into a place that just gives you a great breakfast. Oh. Very good. Mac likes to wave now. I need to get a holding mount. I never have the right devices for my phone. You know that? I never have the devices. I love these. I love these little crispy things. And then their chicken sandwich or their breakfast sandwich. Now, obviously, Get back to work, Yale Force. See you later. Ah. I wonder if they make the eggs fresh here. And you know if they make the eggs fresh here? Or how do they do the eggs here? Do they batter them up here, or are they pre-pattied, and how
No,
they
it's like a liquid, and
Okay.
you pour it on the grill. And
Oh, they do pour it on the grill and
make
make it there?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
Oh, that's why they taste so good. Fresh is important. See, McDonald's are pre-pattied. They're all prefab patties. That's funny, Arbuckle. They do not have chickens out back, okay? So. Good? You sure? Jesse's very picky, and I want to make sure everything is perfect. Everything has to be perfect for Jesse. Of course, Manny will get mad at me.
Is everything all right for you?
Wonderful.
Thank you.
It's David. What are you talking about? It's David, LOL.
I'll take it away.
They're getting their fresh bakery here. All their fresh They must have a local baker that makes all theirs. Those are all the buns, the fresh buns. Holy cow, they got 2 whole stacks of them.
So it looks like on a Friday.
Oh, yeah. They probably go through 5,000. Holy moly. It's called logistics. You don't have logistics? They must go through a ton of burgers. I don't know, I'm having orange juice. I'm having sausage, egg, so that's carbs, or that's neutral. So the English muffin is probably have higher carbs or whatever, but I don't care. Okay, I'm 65 years old. I can, okay, so, you know, juice, it's all sugar. Is that sugar, you think? Lemonade? Very good. Ellie, hi. How you doing, Ellie?
Fine.
You gonna have a great day today? Oh, it's gonna be wonderful here, isn't it?
It's been nice this weekend.
Yes.
Without no rain.
There's supposed to be rain today, I think.
I want it.
That's so sweet. The only time Brian's happy is when he's eating food. You hear that? Do you hear what he said? The only time I'm happy is when I'm eating food. Why are you laughing? That's not true. You know that's not true. I'm happy all the time. Don't you think I'm happy all the time? No? You're kidding. Jesse doesn't think I'm happy all the time. No? It's okay. She goes, it's okay. It's okay if you're mad. You're happy, let's see, you're happy today, but in the cart, it sells to him. Well, I would have to say, oh no, I can't eat those. On a scale of 1 to 10, so I'm going to rate this meal on 1 to 10, okay? So first of all, I'm going to rate the sandwich at a 10. You couldn't get any better, okay? Now, on the nuggets, I'm gonna have to rate them at a 10 also. And so I'm just gonna rate the whole meal at a 10. And it's called Chick-fil-A. If you've never been to a Chick-fil-A, you're probably not on earth. So if you haven't been to Chick-fil-A, you probably should get to one. Because one thing they don't serve, that's hamburgers. They're a chicken place. They don't serve hamburgers. They don't serve fish sandwiches. They only do something, one item very good. And that is they make chicken sandwiches. See, I almost made a blooper. They make great chicken sandwiches. They don't worry about hamburgers. That's the problem with McDonald's. If McDonald's would go back to what they originally were, McDonald's, hamburgers and fries and shakes, they would be number one again. That's what they were. When they first opened up, it was hamburgers, fries, and shakes. That's it. You can even buy mattresses now at McDonald's.
I don't like them.
You don't like McDonald's? No, it's terrible.
Have a good day, Holly.
Carry on, Captain.
Have a good one.
We'll see you later today, right?
At Culver's, maybe.
No, it's not chicken over a cow. For example, I like In-N-Out Burger in California. See, it's the point of the item you're making. If you're making a hamburger, do that correctly. McDonald's has lost that completely. They don't know how to make a hamburger. They stick it on this grill and they put this press on it, which squeezes every life out of that burger. It's absolutely, they have no idea what they're doing. No idea. McDonald's, absolutely no idea. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it's not even included in our. It's not?
McD's burgers were also collectively tissue and nerves, no beef. I don't know if that's true. Well, we're almost to 70 because we have to go east on 70 until we get to Indianapolis, and then we go south on Indianapolis. So we're making good time. We'll get there probably about 6 o'clock tonight. Kidding, no, I'm kidding. We'll be there by noon. Okay, Jesse? She pretends that she doesn't understand me, but I think she understands me completely. I really do. I think sometimes she sits there and goes, I don't understand. But she says she knows exactly what I've said. I know that. I know it. I can see it in her eyes. You can see something in somebody's eye. Yes. Yeah. So. You are the cutest. Yes, you are. Okay, we are 2 hours from our location. We did pretty good. We've covered a lot of traffic, a lot of distance.
He likes nuggets.
He what?
He likes nuggets.
Nougats. She calls them nougats. I like that. Nuggets. She likes
Very
nuggets.
nice, yeah.
Nuggets.
Nuggets.
But nougats, I like the word nougats. I'll say that now. Nougats. Take these with you. Hey, can I get an extra? Let me see if I can get a coat. An extra bag. Are you saving all that?
Butter.
Do you want to get that refilled?
No.
No? Oh, my battery is low. I gotta hurry up and charge, guys. Okay, Jesse. You're gonna save this? Are you saving this then? We'll just save it in there then. All right. Just leave that here. Bring that. You can take that. Come on, buddy. Come on. Come on, Mac. Mac, come on. I gotta plug in. Battery's gonna die. I thought I was plugged in. For some reason, my phone wasn't charging. What? Oh, I got to tell you about my new cell phone holder. I found them on WeatherTech's website. It's got Mac on the ground here without any clothes on. He's got a nugget stuffed in his mouth. Oh my goodness. All right, so this cable does not work. That doesn't work. So I bought these new, I'm going to show these later today. I got these new cell phone holders for cars from WeatherTech. They're awesome. They're absolutely genius. Okay, plain and simple. They're just they are just if you keep on buying. Is that shut? Did that shut correctly? No, down at the end. Hold on. Okay. Okay, so yeah, these new, I'm going to show you these cell phone holders. They're absolutely ingenious. They've got one feature on them, which is whoever engineered it he knew what he was doing. I'll show it to you later. Because I've been buying a lot of these. I must have spent $100, $200 on these stupid cell phone holders. And they're just junk, especially the ones, and I hate to say it, the ones that you got, that I would buy at Love's when I was on all these trips. They'd last about a month and they'd break. This thing is made in America, number one. Its plastic is high grade. And it's engineered correctly, okay? I'll show you too when we stop, when Jesse's with her nephews and getting things, I'll show you the cell phone holder. You'll buy one, or just go to WeatherTech's website and check out the telescopic cell phone holder. WeatherTech. They're in America. They're American made, American company. They're a plastics company that does everything in America. And this is what I've said for years. I said that if you're making something out of plastic, there's no reason to do it in China. None. Absolutely no reason. If it's made out of plastic, you can do it in America just as efficient, even more efficient, I would say. I think that's the biggest scam too, or the biggest lie. If you got something made out of plastic, there's no reason why it can't be made in America at the same cost or at a lower cost with our ingenuity. That's all there is to it. There's no debate. I don't want to hear it from people. Oh, you can't do it, Brian, because it's too expensive. No, I don't want to hear that. We literally destroyed Germany by building ships faster than we could launch them. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear the word "we can't" or it would be too expensive. No, I don't even want to hear. No, la 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 la. I don't want to hear it. Because it's maybe it's a lie or maybe they just don't want to do it. Do you realize how much stuff was made in America in the 1950s? Everything. I mean, we were making everything in America. I don't want to go there. I don't want to go. I said I don't want to go there. You're going to get me upset today, guys. Hey, Mac. Mac, wave. Wave, Mac. Well, you guys got Mac there behind you. So, yeah, so that's WeatherTech's new cell phone holder. Pretty cool. Okay, so we are about 20 minutes to the the 70 east split. I go this direction out of Vegas, but I won't be going to Vegas for a while because there's no really need to anymore. So we've got a big sale going on right now. It's called the Spring Fling. It's called the Spring Bamboozled. Bamboozled. Great cartoon from the 90s called Bamboozled. So we're not coming out with SC 8071 because of the price went up. They didn't tell us that was going up. And what else? They just didn't tell us. They kept telling us this. And I think another thing that got me upset, or that I'm upset about, is that they were basically holding that over us. Like, whenever they would send us, our balance, it would show SC71 as, whatever that amount was. And they kept saying, well, you owe this right here. You never made it. And I think that's the thing that upset me, that it's not like that we have not fulfilled our obligations. I think that's the thing that just frustrates me the most. I don't know where things are going to go in the next 6 months or a year. I'm just going to keep going on as we are, and just keep pumping out stuff, and just keep moving forward, and just keep doing what we're doing, basically. I think that's what we do now. Doing what we're doing. I'm helping customers. I'm informing them about slot cars. We are just one avenue of slot cars. You have Slot Valley Racing. You have Gale Force Hobbies. You have all these other places that are putting their 2 cents in. It's a it's a family operation in a sense. And we're all pushing slot cars in not necessarily in a sense our direction, your direction, everybody's direction. You got Scott's of House of Racing. You've got Dave Kennedy with his website. He's promoting slot cars. Everybody's supporting slot cars, And everybody has their strength. I can't do everything. I can't tell everybody, hey, here's everything there is about slot cars. I don't know everything about slot cars. I'll be the first to honest that. I know how to sell them. I know how to sell them like it was butter on bread. Okay. And that's really all it is. It's and I'm finding this out more and more that people that are watching my live streams, they have a connection. I have a connection with them. That they trust me, and so when I tell them something, they trust me, and so they end up buying from me. Not that I'm perfect or that I know everything there is to know about slot cars. I know how to sell them. I don't need anybody teaching me how to sell. I'm an expert at selling. I've been doing it all my life. I can do it in my sleep. I do it in my sleep sometimes. I sell things to myself when I'm asleep. And I wake up and I go, I've got all this stuff sitting next to my bed that I bought when I was dreaming. Thinking, how did this all materialize here? It's all the mind, people, the mind. She's probably understanding about maybe 5% of what I say, other than this is what it sounds to her when she's listening to me. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. She probably hears blah, 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 hi there, blah, 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 what are you, blah, 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 doing, blah, 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 can you, blah, 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 blah. She's smiling. Jesse's smiling. That's good. I always want Jesse to smile. I've tried to make Mandy smile, but Mandy doesn't like me. No, Mandy likes me. Mandy doesn't like me, does she? Yeah, go ahead and tell me. No, I'm kidding. Mandy's a very sweet person. She's had to tolerate Ryan. Ryan is a real jerk, I don't know where he got it from. He sure didn't get it from me. He's making a mess. Oh, I love when babies make messes. They just make a mess. They just make messes. That's all they do is make messes. They're born to make messes. That's what babies do. So that's the situation that we're in right now. I just think that here's what I think. Number one, Craig was running the operation by himself, in a sense. And he'd been doing it for almost 15 years, 16 years, at least since 2009, okay? I don't know when Craig came on board. And he had a system that he liked to do. And this new system, they just have come in and just changed everything, okay? Which some people don't like change, okay? They don't like change. And sometimes change can destroy companies. Sometimes change can help companies. I have been on the other hand that you have to if you're going to make some changes. I'm trying to be politically correct, in which I'm not very good at that, okay? the investors, okay? It cannot be, if you're only doing it for the investors and the shareholders, you will fail. And I'm not the only one saying it. All you do is you can see the companies that are struggling because they don't care about their customers, okay? And you have to always be foremost to your customers and to you have two customers. Most manufacturers have two customers. They have their retail stores that buy from them. That's a different level of sales than your end line customers. Because your end line customers are the ones that keep you physically in business. Okay. Because if you don't have an end line customer, you can have all the distributors and all the manufacturers or retail stores buying it, but if the end customer doesn't buy it, that's all for naught. It's useless. And a lot of companies, and believe me, I saw this at SCX. I would tell them, here's what you need to do to make this better. They just ignored me, and they're out of business. The same thing with Irwin Toy. I told them about a couple things that they need to watch. They just ignored me. I don't know why so many manufacturers like to ignore me. I don't know. My kids ignore me. Maybe that's the reason. We're going through the worst part of could be driving through Nevada or internet than between Ohio and Indiana on 70. I don't understand it. You got cell towers right here, okay, and there's terrible service. Go figure that one out. If you've got an answer to that one, I've got some land in Hawakakaka, Maine, okay? You know, so it's important to keep your retail or your customer, your end line customer, happy. You know, so we will see. I have my own personal beliefs of what's going to happen, but I'm not going to say anything because I don't need to say anything. Okay. We had a couple good years, and we're still going to have some great years. I just don't think the exclusives. We really came out with a lot of exclusives, and the days of making 25 exclusives in 2 years, those days are over. Just so you know. So we will be coming out with probably 1 or 2 exclusives a year. It's probably just going to be 1 because I'm finding out that the time lag now for exclusives is getting to be 6 to 9 months, which that means that it's not it's not viable to want to do the amount of exclusives that we're doing, or that we did. We're not doing that many anymore. Those days that was the COVID days, and there are so many things that were done wrong with COVID, and so many things that screwed up the world market, and they're still trying to repair it, and it's still getting worse. That's why we have our little sales here and there. We have the Hoodwinked sale. So basically, you have 2 weeks to decide how you want us to issue your money that you spent on those exclusives. You can get an in-store credit. You can get a refund. We would prefer it to be an in-store credit just because it's cheaper for us because we don't have to. We don't get hit a refund charge from our credit card. When we refund your money, we get charged for that. So it would be better if we could do an in-store credit. And Daniel and Ryan will be covering all that stuff. I'm just the messenger. I'm just the messenger. I'm just the messenger. Mackie. Mac's got food stuffed in his mouth. He looks like a squirrel with peanuts stuffed in both sides of his cheeks. He's just like, no. Jesse's, no. Mac's beginning to look like Frankie. No. What's funny is David was just until 2 years ago. You saw David 2 years ago, very thin. Then all of a sudden he started eating. I think it had to do with his teeth. Now, if we end up, just so everybody understands this, if all of a sudden the internet drops, then that'll be the end of the show. We are heading into a huge thunderstorm, and it's coming across Indiana, and there's going to be hail, high winds. The worst type of driving I like to drive in is the driving that I'm heading into right now, because it's starting to rain right now. I mean, there has been so much rain in May and in April. My pool still is not clear still. I don't know what to do about it. Basically have three main, but there are four main companies that are making race sets. I guess the top three would be, or top two in America right now is Scale Electric and Carrera. Now, we are going to be bringing back SCX, which based on my bias, which I'm biased toward SCX track is, in my personal opinion, it's better than Scale Electric track, just because the track is a deeper track, plus it has more grit to it, so your tires want to stay on the track better. Where the Skeletric track is smoother. It's a more slick plastic, you know. That's my opinion. Some people like that track, some people don't. And with the versatility of SCX track, I just prefer SCX track over Skeletric. And that's just because I've been selling Skeletric since 1996. Well, actually, I was selling Skeletric in 1996. 96, 97, 98, 99, and then 2000, and about 2001 is when we got rid of, yes, we jumped into SCX at Irwin in 98. That's right, because we finally had gotten rid of Skeletric. We jumped into SCX. But we're going to be pushing all the sets here in a couple days. I'm going to start doing videos on everything. The pros and cons of why this might be better here and this is better here. And then HO. Got HO. We're going to there's going to be more tech videos, more me in the shed. People like videos of me in the shed, and I'm going to be doing more of that type of videos. Just kind of giving people overviews of things, my perspective. I'm not an expert. I've got my experience. If you like it, you know it. Okay, so nobody is moving. Everybody is just kind of crawling like turtles. Okay, so there's one vehicle that I think is probably the most popular vehicle on the market right now. Is the HRV. And the RAV4, that was my favorite, the RAV4. I'll turn off the windshield wipers. People always say I leave the windshield wipers on too long. I don't know why. I mean, Mac's falling asleep. He had a good meal. He ate. He filled his little tummy with chicken nuggets. And now he's falling asleep. Little Mackie is 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 falling asleep. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Little Mackie is. Jesse's falling asleep too. I'm gonna have to keep the noise down. Everybody can see him back there. So, want to talk to Brian, I am usually in the shed in the afternoon. Okay, usually in the PM show. So if you want to talk to me, you want to dial 419-288-2528. That is the shed's phone. Write this down. 419-288-2528. That's the shed's phone number. Okay, and now, if that rings more than 4 times, it will then ring down at the bank. And then the bank will answer that phone call. So, but I'm usually in the shed in the afternoon, tinkering around. Okay. And so if you want to know something that you never knew before, you can call me and I can tell you. How does that sound? Look at that brand new farming equipment. All the engineering that goes into this farming equipment is amazing. All this CAD designing. World War II was all done by slide rules. Slide rules and rulers and drafting tables. It's amazing. You really have to know math to be able to do that, and I wish I did, but I don't. I can do a rough drawing of something, but to put Livestream on my 419-552-1766 number. I think it's 55. I thought it was 4. Let's see. What number is that? $552-1766. That's my other phone number. That's my store number. You should write these numbers down every case you need to call me, because I'm always willing to talk to people about, like, if you want to buy a certain race set and you want to know how much track I need to buy, you want to get this for this, all you have to do is give me a call. And I'll just, if you know I don't have it, I'll let you know. You know what I'm saying? I never try to sell you something on our first talk. My first talk is wanting to get to know you and to understand what is your real intent. Because you're going to buy from me whether you like it or not, okay? That's just the way a good salesman operates, okay? Listen, I could sell twice as much as I do now, but I'm not a high-pressure salesman. I don't try to oversell you because I want you to not think about that when you get after you bought from me. I don't want you to think, boy, man, I bought too much. I don't ever want that to be in your head. I always want to be, man, I love this stuff. I want more of it. That's my goal. Okay, so this screen is going dark again. And I don't know why that's doing that. It's only in the sun does this screen go dark. When I stop, I'm going to have to fiddle with the screen. A lot of truck traffic. A lot of truck traffic. I mean, it's all truck traffic. Good grief. One truck after another. Hillshire Farms. Jimmy Dean is my favorite sausage. Well, I'm not going to be able to get over because these guys are keeping us from moving forward. There's a guy up there that's doing 70 miles an hour right at the dot. And you're not going to be able to pass him. Now he's moving over. So the Hoodwinked sale is going on until Friday, I think, or Monday. It's our basically spring sale. Daniel is trying to do an inventory of everything. And I think it's more monumental than he thought. I know it is. We have so much stuff. It's unbelievable. I mean, seriously. Public Square, we was on Public Square that we'd never had sold before. It's crazy. The amount of stuff that we're selling on Public Square. It's crazy. Crazy. There are so many different marketplaces that are to try to sell to, especially if you're on the internet. And we've only tapped 5% of our potential. 5%. Can you believe that? We have tapped just 5% of our potential market. There's another 95% that hasn't even been explored. Can you imagine if I did a nationwide commercial for slot cars? How many sets would sell? I mean, just if I did a commercial in Northwest Ohio or just all of Ohio that covered everybody in the state of Ohio, how that we wouldn't, well, first of all, we would not be able to handle the load that would come into our store. We would literally be overwhelmed. I technically, and this is just, I'm just talking technically, if I did a statewide advertising for slot cars, ProTinkerToys, and slot car sets, I would not doubt that we would sell 100 sets in a day. 100 sets in one day. That is the potential of a market that there is available out there. That's what it is. It's you know, someone would say, we lost you there. But if I'm looking at this as an investment, and you're telling me that you've only tapped 5% of the market share that's potentially out there, I would tell you, well, you're crazy. There's no way there's that much. Yeah. With the amount of guys that I catch each day joining our website or seeing my commercial, it's one a week at least. And I'm not coming into this blind, okay? I've been doing this for 23 years. A third of my life. And if you are telling me that, hey, Brian, you would still be doing this in 2023, I don't know, maybe I would say, okay, I get it. There are 9 million Ohioans that live in the state of Ohio. 9 million. Okay? Less than 1% of the households in those Ohioans have a slot car set in their house. Less than 1%. 9 million. That's just Ohio alone. Okay? So to say to me, okay, all right, Brian, well, let's say, all right, Brian, let's do this. Let's invest $10,000 in advertising in the state of Ohio. We're gonna invest you $10,000 in advertising with a $10,000 return. You would get $20,000 back. Your investment would double, basically. Because the amount of sets that I would sell, I mean, I just run the numbers, okay? So 150 times 100, $150 times 100 is 10,500. That's if we sold 100. And I'm not even sure that we would only. Well, guys, we're losing our signal. If I lose the signal one more, here's a waste of energy. All these solar panels. Unbelievable. I tell you, the stupidity of man lately. Look at these. All these huge solar panel fields. You got to be really stupid to do that. Unbelievable. Whenever I look at those solar panels, I lose my mind sometimes. Anyway. Okay, so let's say we reach 9,000 people. Of those 9,000, okay, so so here are the real numbers. So whenever you do an advertising blitz, your target audience, you're only going to get 1% of your target audience. Okay. So if my target audience was 9 million, okay, I would get 1 to 2% of that 9 million. Okay, let's just take it on the low end. That 1% of the 9 million would come or want to know about the slot cars. Not that they're going to buy. So let's say that's 9 million. So 9 million people come to our website. They look at that. Normally be so that would be 1 to 2% of 9 million. Well, 1% of 9 million is I mean, I could take this number. I could keep bringing this number down. Would be 9,000. Okay, 1% of 9 million is, or is it 9,000? I think it's 9,000. So it's 9,000 sets. So 9,000 times 9,000. That's $100,000 right there. You would get your 10% return in a heartbeat. It would automatically be automatic. Boom. I'm just playing with numbers right now. I'm just I'm driving, and so I'm just having fun with numbers. Because I know these facts, because when I had Professor Tinker's workshop, we did out a mailer. We mailed out, what was it, 2,000 mailers. And we had exactly 2% return. And we had a Black Friday day sale at Professor Tinker's workshop. Huge success. We did like 9,000 in like 1 hour. We did 9,000 in 1 hour. Big hit. And Mac is completely out. I mean, he's a typical baby. He's just out like a rock. So, maybe that's what I need to do. Maybe I need to take and see how I can cover the entire state of Ohio. Advertise, for 1 month in the state of Ohio. And how much would that cost? To cover 9 million people. Because every male in Ohio, I'm going to say every male father, I would hard to say has not been experienced with slot cars. They know what they are, okay? They just have not seen them anywhere because they're not available anywhere other than ProTinkerToys.com and other sites like Slot Car Central, other websites, Patriot Hobbies, Scott's House of Slot Cars, Gale Force Hobbies, all these places. Now, they're not necessarily selling, but they're showing, that's the whole thing. We're showing this product. And guys are just now, it's like the guy that I talked to last night, I think it's Martin, he spent like $900 on slot cars yesterday, $1,200 on slot cars yesterday. And I was asking him, well, his wife, I don't want to get my wife said, listen, are you playing with your kid? I said, good. That's what she wants you to do. You're having fun with your kid. You're bonding with your children. So David and Frankie both destroyed their RC cars yesterday. And so last night I went out there and I fixed them. I put new parts on them. And I got them repaired. So both of them are fixable now. Because they're having fun outdoors. I want Frankie and David outside 90% of the time this summer. I do not want them inside. There's no reason for them to be inside during the summertime. Matter of fact, I'm going to set up the tent out back so that they can even sleep out of the tent if they want. There's no reason for them. I used to sleep out all the time in a tent in my backyard when I was a kid. There's no reason for being inside in the summertime. I bought this inflatable tent. Oh, I meant to show that to you. I'll try to do a live stream on this inflatable tent. This thing is so amazing. I'm taking it to Myrtle Beach. This is really good. This is really cool. It's basically an inflatable tent. It's awesome. Just awesome. Well, we're making good time, everybody. It's 11:30. So I've kind of explained a lot of things, what's going on in the market. We do sales once in a while because they stimulate sales, plus people want sales. Walmart does sales, JCPenney's does sales, everybody does sales. Okay, it's a natural function of retail. Now, some people don't like it, like Robert Fish doesn't like sales because he thinks they're unfair. I'm trying to think, why are they unfair? How is a sale unfair, Robert? You know, so we do these things to stimulate and to get more people to our website. All right? The goal of a website is to generate more sales, obviously. And the more customers we have, the bigger we get. And we're not perfect. I think everybody knows that we're not perfect. We make a lot of mistakes. But you know what's really nice about it is that our customers understand that. And they are really appreciative of us. And they understand that we make mistakes, but we'll fix the problems. You know, I don't have any animosity to anybody. Like, for example, my friend in Iowa, him and his wife, you know, he lives, he's got his basement. They used to call all the time last year. Now, you know, I think he found out that I was a Trump supporter, and I think he quit watching us because I'm just speculating. I don't know if that's for sure. I don't care who he voted for. You know, we can joke around on who you voted for, you know, but you know, the bottom line is, hey, you want to vote for that thing, you know. I won't bother you about it. But his wife never baked me cookies. I thought all the time. But you know, I understand. Sometimes you play with something, like for example, Rudy, he's the one that lived down by Crooksville. Well, his friend passed away, and him and his friend were the ones that were slot car racing. Well, his friend passed away, and now Rudy doesn't have anybody to race his cars with. And you never know. Somebody might be watching this live stream, and they might contact Rudy, or they might know who Rudy is. And it's just fun to do. It's just fun to do. Boy, look at that marble. Well, we've got an accident on I-70 West. That ain't a good news. We got 93 miles to get where we want to get to. And I thought we were going to get there by noon, but I don't think we're going to get there by noon. Everybody's asleep, which is good. Mac is just out, man. He is just out. What else could I talk about? I can't really read the comments because it's distracting. I don't have David here to read the comments, and I can't read those long ones there. Whoever that person is that just wrote a sentence, I can't read that. Now, you know what would really be good is if Adam would call me, and then he could read the comments to me on my speaker, on my earpod, and then I could relay the comments to you. See, if Adam really truly worshipped the ground that I walk on, he would do that. Let's see if Adam does it. I'm waiting. Now Derek would do that. Let's see if Derek or Adam called. Let's see if Derek or Adam, who is my true, absolute friend. Adam or Derek. Let's see who calls me first. Let's see who does that. I'm going to put my ear pod in because I want to be ready for Derek or Adam. Let's see who calls first. Oh, it's Derek. Hey, Derek. Oh my gosh. Oh, baby. Derek, you called first. Hold on. Hey, baby. Hey, you what? I know that I told you to call me, plus I had to leave this morning. I'm going to do it first thing in the morning because I need some track. So when you call me tomorrow morning at 8:30, and I will do that together over the phone, okay? Now, so are you going to read the comments then? Hey. You what? You got to read them to me. Yes. All righty. Well, Derek called me, but he didn't read them to me. Boy, I'm very sad that Adam did not even try to compete in that situation. Adam must not be watching. Let's see if Adam's watching. Is Adam watching? I don't think Adam's watching. I think Adam said he had to go to a meeting today. I think I'm going to do. I think that I got some ideas in my head. I would like to make a 2-lane or a 4-lane Le Mans layout. 4-lane Le Mans.
Speed check reported ahead on I-70 West.
An actual Le Mans layout. I'm going to get the plans for the Le Mans. And I think I'm going to build that on a table upstairs. Uh-oh, we got somebody calling me. 352. Ahoy. Ahoy, Captain. Yes. I'm fine. How are you doing? What do you mean? Oh yeah, it's going to be terrible. Hail, Armageddon, hail, black stones, everything, the whole works. Yeah, it's going to be terrible. Yeah, he's talked to me earlier this year, I think. Right. Well, then just schedule a meeting with him and me. No. No. Just schedule and then text it to me. I will. Yep, perfect. And make sure he gives me a call when he gets a chance. All right, thank you. Yeah, he's always gone. He's always gone. I understand. I know. I know. I keep. All right, thank you. So that's the thing about hitting 65. They're forcing you on Medicare. I tell you, I don't want to go there. 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 I got to sign up for Medicare. All this government bureaucracy, horse crap. It's just a socialized government. That's all it is. It's just cradle to grave, cradle to grave. Cradle to grave, cradle to grave. I was listening to this sci-fi story. Yeah, you know I like listening to sci-fi stories, and so it's just some of the stories are funny because the humans, you know, are always the ones that are ending up destroying. It's the opposite from Hollywood. I've told you this before. It's the opposite of Hollywood. Hollywood, the aliens are always destroying Earth. But in every one of these sci-fi stories, I mean literally 90% of them on the internet right now, it's the humans that are just literally dominating the aliens. You know, they like this one story is this guy, this one alien race is going to attack the humans, and the ambassador to this alien race says, no, don't, you don't want to do that. And he goes, what do you mean? They're just primitive. They're primitive apes. They're always called this primitive apes. And he says, no, you don't want to do that. You don't want to provoke them. And they end up just annihilating the alien race and just totally dominating the galaxy. Well, this one story I was listening to last night is this alien race is being invaded by, they're called the Devourers. And they're just annihilating this alien race. And so this alien race sends out a distress call. Please, come, help, we need help. And all of a sudden, about an hour later, he gets a communication from his communication. Hey, we're getting a response from the humans. And so the humans come on and say, we'll be there in 10 minutes. And so the alien goes, what do you mean the humans? Because the humans really never, ever left their solar system. They always were just, you know, they kept everything internal. And so the aliens show up with 5 ships against the Devourer fleet, which has thousands of ships. They come up with 5 ships. The humans come up with 5 ships. And so this alien then goes, you only have 5 ships. And the general on the human ship goes, that's plenty. We have plenty. Don't worry about it. If you could just move your ships back behind us, that would help. And so the alien gets upset. He goes, what are you going to do with 5 ships? You don't have half. And he gets upset because they want him to withdraw behind the human fleet of 5 ships. And so the general or the admiral then says, deploy the Nova bomb. And the alien goes, what's a Nova bomb? I don't even know what a Nova bomb is. So anyways, the humans launch this Nova bomb into the middle of the Devourers. And this Nova bomb literally building into it, and it destroys the entire Devourer armada completely. Not one ship, it's completely gone. And basically the human says, okay, that's done. All right, we'll see you later. And they just, they warp back to Earth. Then the galaxy's all upset because they didn't tell the humans about this, or they didn't tell the rest of the galaxy about this weapon the humans had. So the human ambassador stands up, he says, listen, you want to wage war on humans, that's you want to start that at your own risk. Because we don't like war, but if we have to go into war, we'll win. And I'm telling you, every story is the same story. You know, the humans build these huge ships, and then they
Accident ahead at 44 miles, save 35 minutes via State Road 9.
That's a good idea. Okay, we're gonna take
For
that.
about 20 miles, continue straight.
So, but every one of the stories are the same. The humans always the victors. Now, there's only one story that the humans were not the victors, but at the humans lost. They lost their planet. But in the future, they ended up becoming victors because the alien race sowed a discontent among humans that the humans. Adam Hurt must have came on board because he missed his opportunity to be number one against Derek. So anyway, it's kind of like my sci-fi story. I don't know. Have I ever told you my sci-fi story? Have I ever told you my sci-fi story? I think I might have, but maybe not. Just say no if I just need the word no. Meetings all morning. Yeah, he missed it. Mark is out. Mac is out. Yes, Mac is out. So here's my sci-fi story, which I think it'd be a great movie. So it all starts with the launch of Voyager. And Voyager, you know, it was launched in 1970. It's been going into its deep space travel, and it's checking all these things. Well, there are two races that are out in the galaxy: the Armenian or the Armenian Argonians, and the Hive Empire. And the Hive Empire has been destroying planets. So the Argonians created what they call the Galaxy class ships, which are just the most powerful ships ever built. And they basically protect the Argonian Empire, or the Argonian Republic. And the Hive never attacked the Argonians because they know they'll lose against the Argonians. So the Hive is always looking for planets that the Argonians don't know about. Well, in deep space, and so the Argonians are always shadowing the Hive Empire. And all of a sudden, the Hive Empire finds the Voyager. And they realize that Earth is ripe for picking. And journey with a couple of their hive ships to Earth, but it's going to take 10 years because Earth is that far away. Well, the Argonians have what they call flash drive, which humans don't do well in flash drive. And so they have to get one of their ships to Earth because then they can build more of them. And so they flash drive one of their ships with androids only on board. And it comes to Earth and it lands in New York near the UN building. And it explains to humans that a dangerous threat is coming to Earth in 10 years. And they have 10 years to build a fleet of galaxy protectors. And so they build 10 galaxy protector ships, one for each nation, major power. You have the USSR, China, Germany, France, England, Brazil, United States, Canada. I think there's 10 of them that there were 10 of them that were built. And the United States has built one, and it's called the Valley Forge. And it's pouring now. Now it's pouring. I mean, now it is pouring. And it's windy. And it's just absolute lousy weather to drive in. Unbelievable. And so they know where the Hive Empire is going to come out of hyperdrive. It's near Mars. And so they have to sacrifice the fleet. And so they take one ship of the 10 ship, which is the Valley Forge. That's the whole story is around the Valley Forge. That's the ship. And it has to be as a decoy. And so it is basically placed because the original hive or the original Argonian ship that was sent to Earth, it was basically taken apart so that the humans knew how to build one. So that was kind of, it wasn't really used in the battle. The Valley Forge, they decided it was going to be a decoy. It was going to be basically sitting right there when the two hive ships come out of orbit or out of hyperdrive. And in this battle, you have the other 9 galaxy protectors are behind Mars. They're basically being masked by Mars forces. And so when the Hive Empire comes out of hyperdrive, they see one galaxy person. Oh, how'd that get here? But it's only one. And they know that if they concentrate their fire on one of them, that they have a chance to destroy it. So as they attack, the Valley Forge just starts leashing its huge turrets of antimatter shells at the Hive Empire. But there's just thousands of hive ships. They're kind of like drones. There's thousands of them. And they're just attacking the Valley Forge. And the Valley Forge is valiantly shooting and battling. The crew knows that but they cannot release the rest of the fleet because they have to commit all the hive ship drones to the Valley Forge. Because Valley Forge has to be sacrificed.
In about 10 miles, take exit 104
And they
onto
know
Indiana Route 9 toward Greenfield.
All the crew, the captain, I can't remember if I named him. I think Captain Jackson, I think I gave him a name. He has to He knows this is a one-way trip. And so they're just blasting the drone ships, but they're just thousands of them. They just keep coming. And it's just as the last of all the drones just encircles the Valley Forge, and it's firing the missiles, and the batteries are blasting, and the drone ships are blasting out, and huge projectiles are hitting the hive ships, which are huge in themselves. All of a sudden, one by one, a huge, massive fleet of 9 galaxy protectors start to pull outside of Mars orbit in one huge row. You can imagine this, one ship after another, and it's one row. All their turrets are turning directly toward the hive ship and the Valley Forge. And as the last ship clears Mars, the Admiral orders fire. And all these massive turrets.
Save 5 minutes via I-65 South. In 7.7 miles, take exit 104 onto Indiana Route 9 toward Maxwell.
And they release all of their shells, all of the antimatter. And they hit the hive ships one after another. And then the Valley Forge starts taking the hits. As they're firing thousands and thousands of plasma or antimatter shots, the Valley Forge starts to implode. The hive ships and the drones start to implode. And then the hive ship, the motherships, start to crumple under the onslaught of all of the galaxy protectors. And the battle is just immense. The battle takes up half the movie because the battle is like an opera. It's the beauty, it's the majesty. You have these huge ships, and they're turning their turrets. They're getting ready for their. Anyway, that's my brain. That's where my brain is half the time, in science fiction. Of course, I have another sci-fi story, but I won't tell you that one. Yes, I'm very disappointed that Adam did not call me. Derek called me though. That's one thing we do know. Derek did call me. Ahoy. Ahoy. I knew it. I knew it. God. Really? That's good. You need to be busy. All right.
Take the exit. At the light, turn right onto North State Street toward Maxwell.
Well, there's a traffic stop. Boy, is it. Gonna put us behind. You all right? "57 minutes. An hour. Was that Danny? Or your cousins? Did you tell them I'm coming? Are they excited to see me again? No? No, they're not excited to see me. Well, oh, hey, I meant to tell you guys too. We have ordered the giant round ProTinkerToys sign, and those are going to be available for $39. They're about 18 inches in diameter, and you can peel them and just stick them on your wall if you want to. And I know Adam's going to be our first sale, but those are going to be available here. I'm getting them printed up now.
Stay in the right lane.
So,
Go past this light, then at the next one, turn left. At the light, turn left onto E. In half a mile, at the roundabout, take the first exit.
you okay? You sure? Okay, now it's raining, so I have to turn on my wipers. I don't know why everybody thinks my wipers, you know, it's like I don't understand it. Hey, Mac. Uh-oh.
At the roundabout, take the first exit.
Frog. I knew those frogs. They get in this car all the time. I've always got a frog in this car. Always. A frog, it just bothers me. Frog here, a frog there, a frog everywhere. I just saved 10 minutes. I could have gone down to that, but we cut.
At the
There's
stop
no
sign,
traffic.
turn left onto East 300 North.
That's a good idea, Brian. Oh, the road's closed. Oh my gosh. That's why you can't come down there. Oh, good thing I did
In about
that.
7 miles, at the roundabout, take the third exit onto North 600 West.
Daddy! Grandpa! Grandpa! You say grandpa? Grandpa! 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 Unbelievable. Adam Hurt. Uh-oh, Adam Hurt just sent a message. Gotta turn on the windshield wipers. Gotta turn on the windshield wipers, windshield wipers, windshield wipers. Gotta turn on the windshield wipers all day long. Gotta turn on the windshield wipers, windshield wipers, windshield wipers. Gotta turn on the windshield wipers all day long. We gotta turn on the windshield wipers, windshield wipers, windshield wipers. Look at all the messages. Oh my God. Gotta turn on the windshield wiper, windshield wiper, windshield wipers. Gotta turn on the windshield wipers all day long. And we're gonna get all of Tim's drawings. I'm gonna get them basically so they're basically stickers. You can stick them on your walls. By the same company that's gonna make the stick. All the cars are gonna be in sticker format. So you basically can peel them. You can put them on cardboard and then just plaster them onto your wall. And it's peel off too. They'll stick, but then they'll just peel right off if you want to move them. Okay. So all of Tim's drawings we're gonna put on stickers basically. I don't know if being stuck in that line would have been faster than this. You never can tell. I wonder what they're saying. You know that they, you know, they're talking. What are they saying? Is it their own communication to themselves? Because he's saying something. He's you know, what is he saying to himself? You know what I'm saying? It's like me would be just gonna, if I would just go blah, 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 blah. What am I saying? Do they have their own language? You know what I'm saying? It's really, somebody should study that. Of course, it will not go anywhere because you can't understand what they're saying. See, right now he's sitting there thinking, he's looking. See, now there. Now, what's he saying? Dad, something, da. What are you saying? What are you saying? Hey? What's coming out of your mouth? That's what I'm saying. Yeah, there we go again. I mean, what are you saying? God, am I?
In 1 mile, at the roundabout, take the third exit onto North 600 West.
Are they just speaking? Are they just babbling something that's non-coherent? Is it just gibberish? Is it their own language? Because if you ever get about 4 or 5 of them together, they kind of like just kind of talk, but they're not talking about anything. One's going, hey, la, 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 la. You know, are they having their own communication? There has to be some connection to it. You know what I'm saying? No, forget it.
At the roundabout, take the third exit onto North 600 West.
Okay, so I got behind this truck, which has really been annoying. And the problem is it's a field truck, you know, so he's trying to drive cautious with all this field equipment in his vehicle.
In a quarter mile, take a slight right turn to merge onto I-70 West toward Indianapolis.
¿Cómo hacen ustedes?
You want to stop having lunch, Chick-fil-A? I don't have, you're not hungry? Can I stop and get something to eat?
Go past this light. Then use the right 2 lanes to take a slight right turn to merge onto I-70 West toward
No, I
Indianapolis.
can't stop and get something to eat. No? I'm not allowed to eat? No, I'm talking about me.
Oh.
I'm talking Grandpa, Dad. Oh my gosh.
Are you hungry? Really?
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, Jesse. I'm kidding. I don't know why this screen is so dark. I gotta fix it. For some reason that's screen is. Ah! There's no traffic. We missed all of that traffic. Boy, man, that's backed up there. It must be backed up there pretty bad. See, they're turning 70 going into Indianapolis to 6 lanes. 6 lanes of traffic, and it's still backed up. See, and plus now Auto World is requiring 50% deposits on all exclusives, which is a huge commitment. I mean,
In about 4.5 miles,
they're
take
holding
exit
on to
90
your
to
money.
merge
You have
onto
no product
I-465
for up to 6 months. I just think it's ridiculous. I guess there's a lot of things that I'm not necessarily happy with. But it's not my company. I'm not running it. I would be completely discontent and going back to my shed and just tinkering the rest of my life. Maybe do some trade shows once in a while for Dan. I would be completely content in doing that. Wouldn't have a problem with it at all. I'm just letting you know where I'm coming from in general. You know? The only reason I bought the bank is because that was a great buy. For $30,000 or $35,000, that's like a no-brainer, you know. And then the warehouse, why not? You know?
In 2 miles, take exit 90 to merge onto I-465 South.
We are 44 minutes away from our location. And we kind of went over time-wise. I'm going to go ahead and sign off because we want to do the 2 o'clock showing, and I can't be live streaming for this amount of time. So we're going to shut down this live stream, and then we'll see you guys back around 2 o'clock on our journey back, okay? So you guys have a wonderful day, and we'll see you at 2.